It is August 31st on Saturday, and we just gave Andy a flea bath. The poor guy has been crying at night, and I think it's because he needed to be bathed. He always gets fleas. It's like no matter what you do, no matter what medication you use, if he has a flea collar, they just love him. Right, Andy, you taste good. So he needed a bath, and that should help Colling's allergies because he leaves tumbleweeds of hair all over the place every day. Hey, come here, so come and step better lighting. Look, see, you're not actually fat. You're actually kind of skinny.
He does look so skinny.
Oh, God.
Are you on your mom's bed?
Yes, my little man cub.
Tootie.
Tootie.
Tootie, what are you doing up there?
Hey, Tootie. Oh, hello. Hello, Tootie.
Hello.
Hello, I love you.
Ew.
You're very dirty, but I love you anyway. Yeah.
You don't know how to take a dust bath.
Yes.
Oh, we're coming back
Your
up on Mom.
hygiene's lacking a little. Hello. Oh,
Hello.
Yep. Hello. Hello,
Say
Tootie.
hi.
Tootie, hello.
See, he's back on your head.
Hi, Clyde. I thought you didn't love me anymore. You haven't done this in a long time. I love you. I love you. Don't poop on me this time. Okay.
Charlie's super friendly in his own way. See, Clyde is like Oliver. He likes to pet, like, he doesn't mind if you pet him. He comes up to you. He's almost always down for a cuddle. Charlie is more like Andy. It's kind of on his terms. And when he does want to cuddle, he's like all up in your face, as you can see on Colling's head and on her shoulder. And in the afternoons, he likes to climb on my lap and climb on top of my phone when I'm watching YouTube videos, and also try to steal whatever I'm eating.
Clyde, you're very soft. Come on up.
Right, Tootie? You like to try to steal Mom's popcorn. Or you like to try to drink Mom's tea. Which I didn't know you'd actually drink it.
You little bad boy.
Say goodbye.
I love you, Tootie.
So Shelly has had these Monster High Francie, who you have seen at the end of the last episode.
I actually didn't show her. I mentioned her.
Oh, mentioned at the end of the last episode.
She was outside when I
yeah, checking out Francie's green legs. Angie over here is very similar staining.
Yeah, the green staining is the worst, in my opinion, to get rid of. Most other stains come out pretty quick.
And then Freaky Fusion's Dracky and Lone Beach Dracky. It's Twyla.
She had like some marks on her forehead. They're still faintly there, but I'm not always worried.
Twyla looks ready.
Yeah, you're gonna even wash her hair and stuff.
Yes, we're working on the Labor Day ladies. Oh, this is flashing my battery.
Uh-oh.
We're working on the Labor Day ladies right now. And before we took out all the dirty dolls, we wanted to work on some of our old dolls.
What are you pouting about, lady? Look at you, isn't that cute? So you move your bed. Look at the mess you've made. Look at you, you're so cute. Mom's gonna get a picture.
So I just spent most of yesterday and part of today deep cleaning Colleen's room, and I thought I'd mention it because I did some rearranging. So I, dusted everything, vacuumed everything, moved all the furniture, vacuumed behind the furniture, cleaned the baseboards, cleaned the light fixture, all that stuff. I washed the curtains recently, but you can see that I did something new for Colleen's Molly dolls. So this bed here is something that my dad made for her, for Molly. I forget which birthday it is. It's a little broken here, and it's broken on the other side, and I did try to glue it, but they're just very fragile. You can see it was broken there too. So, Oliver. So, it hadn't been in use for years, and Colleen and I were talking about maybe, okay, Oliver. Talking about maybe me trying to fix it up, so I did it as a surprise, and this bedding was actually made by my grandmother, and then I did what I did on Julie's bed. This is like the same piece of, I don't know, like particle board or whatever that used to be in the back of the cabinet over here. So I just cut it down to size so then I could stack this bed so she could have both beds out, and then the space would be a little more open, and the table still fits. I also dusted all the dolls. And this is where the other chair is. So there will be plenty of room when she finally gets a Rebecca doll. I just think it looks really cute. And then, so her shorter Harry Potter dolls, the old school ones, fit over here. But you couldn't fit the newer, taller ones over here. And even though these shelves are adjustable, there's some issues. I need to replace these things because I think these two are kind of broken, so they don't fit in the slots very well. And they're currently borrowing Monster High stands. Back when I had my Monster High dolls on display, I had just plain white stands so I could rotate them around, but they were over here before. But you can see this is where the Lord of the Rings dolls moved, because that's where they were during the room tour. So yeah, everything is clean and rearranged, and I'm glad that Molly's bed is out. She was really excited. I took pictures to show her. And then now there's some growing room for more Harry Potter dolls. Things are starting to get a little chaotic in here. I have been so busy with transitioning and like making our new chinchilla Napoleon comfortable. I'll explain more about that like at some point in this video, but there's been that. I've been doing a lot of stuff at the farm I work on. This is a busy time of year. I spent all day yesterday in the vineyard. Then I had to go to an eye doctor appointment with Colleen, and then we had to go back to the farm and help them make the grapes and wine. So we didn't get home until like 6:30. But I had started filming this on Friday, my paint tutorial, and I haven't finished it, and I'm still working out some kinks. I had to stop because this baby was driving me crazy. I have to repaint his face. Then we have this calendar, which I'm keeping out because I want to buy a box to make it with, and I'm going to be making a Harry Potter background for Colleen, because she finally has a line of Harry Potter dolls. I mean, she has a few, but like of the new wave. This is why we held off on filming that collection video, because we were waiting for Harry and Hermione to go on sale because they were so overstocked. So they were originally $20, and they were $9 at Walmart on Friday. So Colleen boil washed Hermione's hair, but her clothes are in the box, and Harry didn't need a bath, so I still have to photograph their clothes. That's why she's not dressed again. This is our new Barbie and the Rockers Derek. We got him for $1 at the flea market on Sunday, and we also got some scraps of 80s clothes. It was like 2 for $1. There were more clothes I wanted, but it's kind of expensive for like depending on the article of clothing, so I have old dolls that will be getting clothing. And Derek's outfit needed to have the pants peeled, so that's drying right now. Then in here I have Kia's horses, so we have Sparks Flying and Steps High, who need to be cleaned up. We got them at the flea market. The pair was $15. I'm going to be doing a transformation video on them, so that's why I didn't attempt to clean them, just because I thought it would be really interesting. These two are still getting stains removed. Francie still has green spots. This is just like a time of year with a lot of dolls. This is Ashlyn. We got her at Savers. We stopped in really quickly after the eye doctor because we don't live near Savers. So we stopped in there for like 5 minutes because we never get to go up there, even though I had to go back to the farm. So we got this Ashlyn, and their dolls are expensive now. They're $3 each. They were all bagged individually, which I'm not happy about. It's one of my sister's Google Drive here, where I have my doll guides and doll inventories. And I'm going to look in my little book here. I never printed this out. I have like part of my Monster High one printed, but it's alright. Since it's on Google Drive, I don't need to print it. Yep, that's her. I just came upon this horrifying realization that she has like a really weird body. Oops, I didn't realize that. Oh well, we're happy to rescue you, Ashlyn. I just don't like dolls that are very gimmicky like this, but that's alright. Okay, so the dolls that got outfits from this weekend were Dance Club Ken, this Crystal Ken, which I can tell him apart from the other guys that have their outfits because this one is missing a button. And also, this is the new Rockers Derek. I gave him back his original outfit, but this is the guy we already had from the Ken suitcase lot. And I thought this Rockers fashion that this dude was wearing when we bought him would look really spiffy. Love how it looks. And then this is Harry and Hermione all dressed up. And this is Ashlyn. I did wash her. I sat her in like laundry detergent to wash her lower half. And that's how beautiful her hair came out. So I'm going to start work on the Harry Potter stands for Colleen's 2018 dolls. This is the baseboard that I use. I do have a tutorial on how I make handmade stands if you want more info, but this is one of the last scraps I have. This is actually the same baseboard that's in my bedroom, but that was obviously painted. So even though I don't have enough dowel for backrests, I can definitely cut these, drill the holes, and sand all of the primer off because the acrylic paint doesn't take very well to the primer. So I can prep it all and maybe even put some base coats down and just paint the dowels after when I go on Friday to get them from Walmart, and maybe I'll swing by today, we'll see. But I can at least get the hard work done, so then Colleen's dolls will be all set. So I showed you how I moved these dolls over here and moved the Lord of the Rings over, but today I adjusted this shelf in the middle. I moved it up a little bit so that the old school Hogsmeade Harry and Hermione could hang out with the shorter dolls. So these are the original Harry Potter dolls, and then they stopped making them after Prisoner of Azkaban. So they were just a little bit too tall to fit on here before, but they proportionately don't look as good with these dolls, and then that way I don't have to move this picture just yet, unless Colleen gets the Yule Ball dolls anytime soon, but we haven't even seen them in person. So that is what I'm gonna do. I would show you how I actually cut them and stuff, but I don't want to like blow out the mic on my camera or something with the power tools. Hey guys, so this is a different background. We're in my Jeep right now because we are at the farm that I work at. I've gotten some questions about what I do for a job, so I decided to take you guys out. Normally I take care of chickens, clean the eggs, get the eggs ready for sale, etc. But since Evan and Ellie are out of town today, I'm taking care of the sheep. So I'm going to introduce you to the woolies, and I'm going to go out there now because it's starting to rain. I already fed them, but I don't want my camera to get wet.
Hello. Hi. Hi, baby. There's Nami-san. Nami-san. Nami-san, you big woolly friend. Yeah. Are you a good boy? Yeah. Oh, hi, Pushy. Hello. Oh, you old man. Nami-san. What are you doing? Oh, hi, lady. Hey, lady. Hi, Big Red. Hi. Hey, babies. Yeah. You sniffing me? I feel so popular right now. Hello. Yeah. Now my hands are gonna be stinky. Hello.
So I've been working on my Flickr guide. I'm in my organizer right now, and I'm going through each photo and reformatting the layout of the description, and while I'm at it, on the outfits, I'm trying to research what items I'm missing, and it's really easy for the dolls that are in this book because it lists out what they come with. And the reason why that is handy is because it says who comes with cardboard punch-outs. These things, which were very popular in the 90s. And I could not remember for the life of me what cardboard accessories our American Beauty Queen came with, but I found a picture on eBay. So now I'm going to label it and bag it, and then maybe this weekend Colleen and I can get Barbie out of storage and rephotograph her stuff with the cardboard punch-outs.
So this is something I've been wanting to do since I got Ron for my birthday. I've been picturing kind of like this exact scene, Ginny coming through the door, maybe Dumbledore's observing McGonagall's lesson, and then the three main characters in chairs, and some potion stuff up here because why not? I've been wanting to do this for a long time. The reason I haven't been able to is because my only other Harry and Hermione that are dressed for school are much shorter. They're like Stacy sized, and these are like, you know, taller. So I was waiting to get the right Harry and Hermione so that the picture came out perfect. I'm so excited that I finally got them. Not just because like they complete my set, but because I absolutely have fallen in love with Hermione. I didn't expect to. I kind of just got her to complete the line, but I don't know, I kind of fell in love with her last weekend when I was washing her hair and was carrying her around the store. Her box was kind of like falling open, and this, like, the pleating in this skirt reminds me of my childhood Magical Powers Hermione doll. And while I didn't realize that my nostalgia and like feelings for my old Hermione dolls, because my first two Harry Potter dolls were Magical Talking Hermione and Magical Powers Hermione, they really are, which is why I got so excited by like another Hermione doll with these cute little socks. Ginny's dressed very similarly, but I guess it felt different on her Hermione. But I absolutely love these dolls. The whole line is awesome. So a little bit about the picture. I borrowed this fox from my NECA Dumbledore figurine, who's dressed in this exact outfit. But he's an action figure and he's much smaller. The fox is actually the perfect scale for him. I just love it. I borrowed like the quill from my miniature Ginny, or maybe it was Hermione, I'm not sure which. The lesson that McGonagall is teaching right now is transfiguring frogs into ravens, which I think is one of the exact lessons she taught in the book. It has a raven, because she did it, and Ron and Harry are still stuck with frogs. And you can see there's a raven on McGonagall's desk. Some of these I borrowed from the Pocahontas figurine set, and I don't know where he came from, but I use him all the time. And then I put the Mad Science Laguna frog in the jar. I put him on McGonagall's desk like he's waiting to be transfigured also. I just had a good time with this, and then like potion stuff. This is Monster High, but it actually looks a lot like some of the potion bottles in like old Harry Potter cartoons. All these like ingredients that are perfect for potion making. It reminds me of my Harry Potter video game, and it's just so exciting.
So Colleen identified two Snow White capes. You can see that my stinky girl from the Oldie Moldies lot, who was wearing my Bicken outfit, is now wearing the cape that matches it. These capes have been driving us nuts, and Colleen tracked them down. Doll identification is really addictive. Plus, I also figured out some more paper pieces while I was working on my Flickr guide, so it's always fun to figure out what old things are and be able to package them up where they're supposed to be.
Hello, Shivoni. Hello, Roxy. Hello, Mama. Hello. Hello, little lady. Oh, I love you, love you, love you. Oh, I have to go pick up the Harry Potter dolls so we can go to the farm. I love you.
So in one of my haul videos, I showed this reproduction Barbie calendar that a seller gave us, and I said I was going to use it for a background, and so I put it together. They came out really cute. This will be great for photos. And the reason why there's so much excess cardboard around it is because on the other side, I made Colleen a Harry Potter background, and you can see this one fills out the cardboard pretty much all the way. And this is all just recycled materials from things Colleen had laying around after we cleaned her room and redid it 2 years ago. So the paper is just plain cardstock or leftover plain sheets of scrapbook paper from previous backgrounds I made. You can see there's like stickers, Valentines. These are pages from an old planner or organizer that I took. It's basically like a collage of random Harry Potter stuff, and this is like the old school kind of Harry Potter things, not new. So these are all of the backgrounds I've made. It's insane, I know, I have a lot, but they are organized now, so you can see they're all stood upright, and that way you can kind of like get over here and flip through them. So in the back, these are all the ones that are like one whole sheet of paper, so like a whole background and wrapping paper or wallpaper or something. And then you move into the collage backgrounds, like the Harry Potter one I made, this one made from old cases, stuff like that, calendar pictures. Then the ones that are made from mixed scrapbooks. Usually one cardboard box makes 2 boxes, which front and back would be 4 backgrounds. So we keep them together, so that way when we're looking for backgrounds we want to use, like you can see this is the playground one from my last episode of Dolly Diaries, and then there's like a travel one. So we keep them grouped together just so it's easier to find. So I finished the Harry Potter stands for Colleen. So we have Dumbledore and McGonagall, and then these are the 2 Quidditch dolls. You can see that I two-toned their stands to match their uniforms, and I added a snitch to Malfoy's. And then these are the 4 other dolls, like the basic ones. And what I did is I coordinated their stands to be like inspired by their uniforms. That's why they have the stripes and they're gray. But to tie them into McGonagall and Dumbledore's, I did the lettering in like this yellowy color with black lining, like on black outlining. I would have filmed myself painting these, but I totally forgot. I got so engrossed in what I was doing. Alright, they're all on their stands now. I think it turned out pretty good. Colleen saw them last night, not the dolls on the stands, but the stands, and she really likes them, so mission accomplished. I might redo some of her old Harry Potter stands because I don't like how they came out. They're very old, like 7, 8 years old. So I'm going to end this episode of Dolly Diaries because I have quite a bit of footage. There will be a continuation of this in the next episode of Dolly Diaries. So until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.